Hey. I know it's been a long time. I couldn't even remember how to do it. I was having to try to figure it out. I was sitting here and nobody's going live. There's nothing. I've been watching TV, or not TV, but my cell phone TV. Hey, you're mad at you. I am mad at him too. Yeah, I'm upset. Oh, they're all gone, Clancy. I don't have none no more. My last one got eaten yesterday. So now I'm depressed. I'm debating on if I should even waste my time to get more chickens. Good news. They have the internet set up on my post out here. When I called, they said it's probably going to be about the end of the month before they can hook me up. But I've waited for like over 20 years to get internet out here. So I've only got 1 month left and it's driving me crazy. Also, I got to go buy a laptop so I can actually do my live stream. So if y'all will hit me up on Twitter if you know good laptop, because I've never really had to deal with that much at work. They just assigned them to us. So, and we had IT people that took care of everything. So I've never really had to buy my own laptop or anything like that. Oh, hey, Irish. Cool. I was just whining because I lost all my chickens. And I even got all my pallets that my son-in-law bought me a while back out, and I was going to make one of those chicken houses. You know how they make them, and they look like an old west town, but they're miniature. That was going to be my project for the rest of the summer to keep me out of trouble. But anyway, I'm just getting so burnt out on all the drama. I wish somebody would do like some panels on like 90 Day Fiance or any kind of crap like that. Just anything besides drama, just something we could have fun at. Am I the only one? And it's hot as hell here. I don't even know what the temperature is. I just decided to come outside and I didn't see anybody live, so I thought, well, what the hell? I'll go live for a little bit. But you got in trouble. I got in trouble? Hey, let it go. I don't know that I got in trouble, but I know I am upset. Like I said, I don't even know if I want to buy any more chickens. And it's foxes getting it, and I really hate killing them. You know what I mean? So I'm just like, what did I do? And I don't like keeping them all pinned up in little bitty pins and stuff. You know, I normally try to keep a pretty close eye on them, but that didn't work. We went to the pond and we weren't even gone very long. What are you talking about, Iray? I have no idea what Iray's talking about. But you got in trouble. Well, Iray, I'm 53, so the only person I can really get in trouble with is myself, and I'm not mad at myself. Well, I say that. My mom would kick my ass, so yeah. My mom, my aunts, my uncles, and myself. And I'm good with all those people right now, so I'm not in trouble. Yeah, I like my chickens to free roam and then just put them away. What does fox taste like? Of course, they don't lay eggs. I know, right? And there, Susan, there are a bunch of them now. We got them on tape. Um, there's a bunch of them. We've got like a little up at the front of our property. There's a little group of gray ones, and back here in the back, there's some red ones. So I just I hate to kill them, you know. No, but the foxes have been in my hen house, and now they whacked all my chickens, our Steve-O. So no more fresh eggs, which, to be honest, I really give all my eggs away because I'm so afraid I'm going to crack one and there's going to be something gross in it. I grew up on a farm having to eat chicken eggs, and nothing is more traumatizing than cracking an egg that has a surprise in it. But I know I really like my chickens. They had a drug problem, but I still love them. We were working our way through it. I was going to try to get rid of all the morning glories around here to, if they don't have access to drugs, then they can't use them. So that was going to be my plan, to get rid of all the morning glories so that they couldn't be running around here getting high. But too late now. And I lost all my guineas a couple months ago. No, they remember our chickens did not like snakes. That made it. Yeah, the chickens actually here would keep, well, the guineas would keep snakes away. I hadn't really seen any snakes with the guineas here, but something ate all the guineas. That was who they want. That's what I don't understand. That's who they got first, were the guineas, and I don't understand that because the guineas fly and the guineas are faster. So I don't know how they got on my um, guineas first, but they did. And believe it or not, guineas are hard to find here. And when you do find them, they're like $20, $30 a bird. And I'm like, I don't like them that much. Do they have coupons? Oh, you hear all the kittens. Bear's cat had kittens, and Bear's cat died. His last cat, I guess, got in a fight with the foxes because something tore her all up, and we did everything to try to save her, but she didn't make it. But whatever she got in a fight with had pretty big teeth because she had bite marks all over her. So, but anyway, I guess that's one of the crappy things about living out in the country. It's nice sometimes. I hate our neighbors. That's what my youngest daughter was. We had guineas when the kids were little, and she absolutely hates them because they liked, for some reason, to be on her side of the house and on her end of the house. And she's like, they're so noisy. Magically, they fixed the fence. See, a fence wouldn't have worked with, I mean, ours used to go, because we have a hen house that they go in at night. We raised ours from eggs. We hatched all our guineas from eggs, and we put them in the hen house, and they would go in there. We have a lot of kinds, so do we. But they don't come up close to the house, so that's a good thing. But ouch, one of those cats just scratched me. But anyway, the guineas, we would put them in they'd go in the hen house at night and keep them safe. And then the next thing you know, I went out there one time and they were up in, there's a tree right above the chicken house, and they were all up in the tree. So it really ticked me off because I needed them to be safe. So I got the water hose and took the pressure squirter and squirted them out of the tree so I could make them go in the house. But the next time that didn't work. They got way up at the top of the tree where I couldn't squirt them out with the water hose. So bacon, yeah, they got eaten like bacon. They sure did. But what's everybody up to? We don't have many chicken predators. No, where are you from? Because everything here has been, first it was a big old feral cat that got a couple of them, and we handled that situation. We'll just leave it at that. And then there was an owl, and I didn't believe that the big owls would eat my chickens, but it was sitting on Hawaii. Oh, I've heard Hawaii. Okay, I'm getting off topic, squirrel. But is this true or not that Hawaii doesn't have, God, what birds was? There were some birds that they don't have, and I was like, how do they not have birds? Is that true? I think we had bobcats in the area, but apparently I'm wrong. Chickens everywhere. But do you have like regular birds? Damn it, my COVID brain. But I'm trying to remember what kind of birds. My husband told me y'all didn't have certain birds, and so I Googled it, and it said no, that y'all don't. And I was like, that's impossible. I did tell. I'm gonna be. Are you really, Andy? That's awesome. When? I mean, is it? We got many birds. Oh, okay. I'll have to try to remember what bird it was they were talking about when I Googled it, but Hawaii's on one of my is on my bucket list to go, but with COVID, who knows? I'm supposed to go to Massachusetts, Salem in October, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. Well, I say that we're waiting till a little bit closer, but with the COVID numbers going up, it looks like we're probably going to have to cancel. And I've wanted to go to Salem since I was a kid, so that's going to be a big bummer. Oh, January 12th. Oh, cool. I had a ginger farm once. Ginger kept getting out till I broke their shit. I think your ginger escaped because he was in here just a few minutes ago. Just saying. You might want to go check RV or Angelo because I think he escaped. I'm guessing y'all don't know if it's a boy or a girl yet, do you? Oh, so it's pigeons and doves and ducks and swans y'all don't have? I'll tell you, yeah, my first group got loose. My first trip I went on a high school trip to Washington, and I come from a really small town. I've never seen pigeons. I had never seen prostitutes, and I had never seen like homeless, like bums and homeless people and stuff. They called them bums back then. And so back then, it wasn't digital cameras, it was all film. So my mom bought me a bunch of disposable cameras to take. We all had a bunch of disposable. And my mom was so mad at me when she took all my pictures and had them developed because I kid you not, probably 30 or 40 pictures of nothing but pigeons, prostitutes, and the people sleeping on the benches and stuff because I was just like, what is this? We have them birds. Oh, okay. Angelo, I just spotted your ginger. Hey, haven't seen you around in a while. Does it sound like LA? See, there's so many places I haven't got to see. And I just really kind of hoping. I don't think I talked to y'all since I got back the first part of June. I went to Colorado in the middle of June. I'm sorry. I went to Colorado and I spent 2 weeks, which I wasn't really worried about the COVID because I stayed in the mountains the whole time. But oh my God, it was awesome. Every day I hiked. Every day I got my map out because my husband has tried and tried to teach me how to read a map, and I can't do it. I need a handicap sticker because I cannot figure out how to read maps. But I was up there and I went to one of the visitor centers because my cell phone wouldn't keep service. But I have a navigation system, but I just, so stopped at one of the visitor centers and I got a map of Colorado. So I was trying to actually teach myself how to read the map. So what I'd do is every day I would pick out a different mountain and just go spend the whole day driving and hiking and stuff. And man, it was so nice after being locked up for over a year, with COVID. And plus, I didn't really have to be around any people because, there's just not. But I will say Colorado was so packed. Normally, when I go, you don't see a lot of people. You can go out and you they were everywhere. The towns, even the little mountain towns were packed. That's not how that works, Angela. We gingers have a lot of people catch us. Is there a bounty on the ginger? That's what I want to know. I just need to know, is there a bounty? And if so, how much? But now I just want to go back to Colorado, but I don't know if if we have to cancel our Massachusetts trip, I might just go back, but I don't want to be in Colorado when it snows. I just don't. I don't, my husband will be there in, I think September. No, October. No, November. No, he's going to go before Thanksgiving. My husband will be there in November. He goes all the time, but it's always snowing when he goes. See, I go when it's not snowing. He goes when it's snowing to elk hunt. So I have discovered bacon chloroform. I saw that. Is that how you got him? The bacon chloroform? Or little trails of bacon? Not turkey bacon, because turkey is not bacon, Steve Yoakum. But yeah, I had a good time up in the mountains. I was really surprised because it was warmer there than normally it is, but I still saw so many animals. And I've seen a black bear in Tennessee, but I'd never seen a bear in Colorado. And I actually saw a black bear and I almost had a wreck because I saw it over to the side and it was one of those windy roads that you're driving on, but you can only go like, 20 miles an hour. And I look over and I thought it was like a little black Angus heifer or cow or something. And I'm looking over there at it. I'm like, oh, it's all by itself and it's in a weird spot. And then it stood up and I seriously, I like to crash my car. Well, shit. Could you catch somebody with with bacon? Yeah, there's a certain somebody I think they could catch with it. Just saying. Turkey bacon is not bad, Susan. That's just not true. That's abomination. Turkey cannot be bacon. Just saying. Can't be. Oh man, they're doing some construction work next door. It's getting loud. Well, shit, you could catch anybody with bacon chloroform, right? I know you could catch me with it. Definitely. Duck bacon. Oh, do you know how greasy duck is? Or I don't like it. I think it's greasy, but that's just me. I am getting excited though because we've been out of elk for a while, so I'm waiting for the season to open back up because I'm getting tired of hamburger meat and stuff from this, which we still have some from when we butchered our last calf, but it's just not the same as elk. It's a good substitute. My kids are all like they eat healthy and stuff, and I want to say I've had bacon a while back at one of their houses, turkey bacon or whatever, or faux turkey or whatever. But I don't remember it getting really crispy, and I just don't remember it just having that, that real savory flavor. That's the reason I like bacon. Let me walk in here. My battery's getting low. For some reason, it just drained my battery. But, whew. Yeah, I've been on here watching 90 Day Fiance and all kinds of stuff, and I'm like, bored as hell because now I'm caught up on everything. My freaking housework is done. The yards are mowed. I figure I'm going to get in trouble if I don't find something to do. If I could ever, Steve-O and Angelo, I might need your help helping me pick out a internet plan because I don't know anything about like the MGBs or BGMs or any of that crap. So I need to figure out what I need because I want to play Red Dead. I'm going crazy. I started playing Red Dead online at two of my daughter's houses, and now I'm addicted to Red Dead. I like play Red Dead all the time, but not online. So I've got to get internet that has enough speed that I can be a gamer. That's right, I said it. Not ashamed. Be a geriatric gamer. Could be a thing. Could start me a whole group. Granny gamers. But oh, I know why you said duck bacon. Oh, now I didn't get it at first. hide your duck, Susan. So I guess, Susan, y'all don't have a lot of predators because, I mean, They're, and you know that they've been here. I mean, because for one, your chicken or your guinea will be gone, but there'll be feathers everywhere. So, you know, it's not like they just slip in there and get them and there's no evidence left behind. So, you would probably know if you did. But hawks and eagles. Oh, yeah. And see, when we were losing some at first, that's what somebody told me they were. And then my husband said he saw a big owl, and he said, I mean, a big owl. And he had told me about it, and I didn't think anything about it. And then he called me one day. He's like, "Come out here, get the gun, look at the scope, and look wherever." And I did, and there was a big old owl, and you could see it spitting something out. So I told my husband, "It's spitting something out." He said, "Probably bones." And I didn't believe him. And so I got my shoes and went in out there and everything. He was spitting up bones. It was disgusting. Probably my chicken and snakes. Now, see, I can say we don't have a lot of trouble with snakes. Knock on wood. Now that I don't have any guineas or chickens, I'm probably going to start having trouble with snakes. I do want to start, because we've practiced with hatching all of our eggs and stuff. I do want to start doing peacock eggs, like ordering them, and swan eggs, and see if I can't hatch some peacocks and swans. But my only problem is now, as bad as the predators are, I mean, shit, some of the swans that I want are like $50 an egg. So I'm, I'm kind of hesitant to spend that kind of money to do all those eggs just to give them a $50 meal. I hike and gaming bacon, loving lady making sure. I'm telling you, I need my Red Dead fix. And I have literally played that game so much and restarted and played it so much that, I mean, when the little players like come up on you, I just blow their head off because I already know they're coming. I'm just like, bass eat the baby ducks too. Do they really? I didn't know that. I didn't know that. There's some pretty big bass in the tank. I know there's big catfish because the boys just caught a bunch. But I went crabbing the other night. Was it Friday night? I went to Galveston. Went crabbing. I haven't been crabbing in a long time. When the kids were little, when you got 5 kids, you don't have a lot of money. So the big thing we would do with them would be like during the summer on weekends and stuff. We would just make trips to the beach and let them, because they only live a few hours away. So we would just drive up there and crab all day and into the night. And I was shocked because we were catching crabs like crazy. I mean, somebody's going to clip that and make it sound really ugly, probably. But yeah, we were catching them, and they were of legal limit too. I only caught one that wasn't, so that was pretty cool. I hadn't been in forever, but evidently I hadn't lost my knack. And let me tell you, my battery ended up dying on my phone. But I caught this one crab at the very beginning. It was a blue crab. It was pretty big, and so we decided we weren't going to keep them. We would just throw them back. We'd just do it for fun. So we caught this one. We threw it back, and then a few minutes later, there was another one on, and and I told my husband, I was like, it's exactly the same size as the last one. He said, I think it is the last one. And I was like, do you really? And he's like, yes. Yeah. So he said, throw him way out there. So we had the lights on the water, and then I threw him what I thought was pretty far out there without hurting him. And then we had the lights so you could kind of see what was coming up in the water. And I threw my bait, and here comes this crab just hauling butt up there, gets my thing. And so this went on several times, and I would throw him in a different place. Yeah, I see how they say blue crab tastes really good, but I usually eat rock crabs, what I really like. But finally, my husband said, let me go he had these, I think they're called grease pins, and it was yellow. And so he put an X on the back of this crab, right? So we throw him back in, and I'm just sitting there in my chair fishing, and I look over, or crabbing, and I look over, and my little bag with the chicken is moving. And now I've already thrown that sucker way on out there. I pick up my bag, and he's hanging on my bag, and he's got the big old yellow X, so it's no mistaking that who it was. So my husband's like, "Will you please just give him a chicken leg, and put him over there so he'll leave us alone?" It's a canal, got plenty of gar, that's for sure. Do you know up here, Susan? They eat gar. My son used to him and his friends, they would bow hunt for gar, and then they would take it to this fish market, and they wouldn't give them cash, but they would give them credit. And then when they would have like their ropings at night and stuff, they would use their credit there and go get shrimp or crawfish or whatever. But when I was growing up, we did not. Nobody I knew ate gar, but evidently it's a thing now. Soft shell crabs the best. Soft shell crabs are really good, but aren't they only like at a certain time? I could be wrong about this. No bounties that I know of. I was fine. But yeah, soft shell crabs. I like the only soft shell crabs I've had are the ones that they all take and they fry them. They'll fry like the whole crab. So that's one of the things I'm looking forward to the most about going to Salem is all the seafood up there, because I'm from Texas. We have seafood, but not like what they have around there. So I'm really excited about it. I guess I'm gonna have to see if any of my friends play PS4 online, play Red Dead, so that when we're mad at each other, we can go on Red Dead and just shoot it out. That's usually what I do when I'm in a bad mood. If none of you play, it's like an old Western game, and it's really very realistic. Most folks don't eat gar, but I have heard of some LA folks that know how to most of their tiny meat. I know people now that do gar balls. From what I understand, that's what my son said, was that most of them buy them to make gar balls. Shell is so soft and can eat. Yeah, they'll just take the shell and everything and fry it. They should open a restaurant that sells gar at the bar where you don't have to drive far. That would be cool. Well, I wouldn't eat the gar, but I would eat everything else. That's what we had yesterday. We had crab and lobster, and I haven't had, said we've been on lockdown, so I haven't really had anything. So I was telling my husband we threw all the crabs back. So on the way home, I was like, we should have actually kept some of them because I'm dying for some crabs. So he got up that next morning, went and got a bunch. And I was like, oh, I forgot. Used to, you could go to the damn casino and you could pay like $25 and have all you can eat Alaskan king crab, but not anymore. If I ever get on Red Dead, I'm shooting Mancha Chief. Is Mancha Chief on there? Because if he is, it is on his world. I need to know this, Steve-O. It's on. And I'm a point, didn't even know it. I went Dr. Seuss. But yeah, I love playing Red Dead when I'm in a bad mood, because I'll just go and there's a town called Armadillo I think it's supposed to be Mexico. I'm not sure. It's what it looks like to me. And I just go wipe the whole freaking town out when I'm in a bad mood. It makes me feel better. Nobody gets hurt. I feel better. Film it. So I wonder if he's on PS4, or because isn't that how it works? Like, you can only play with other PS4 players and other Xbox players. Because I have place PS4 PlayStation. I have whatever you call live, and I pay like $10 a month for it, and then that way, if I'm at either one of my daughters, I just take my PS4 with me, and I can just get online and sign in and play my games online. I can't do it here because I don't have internet yet, but I just didn't cancel. Depends on the game if it cross. Oh, it's called crossplay. The only game I play is Red Dead, but when I get internet, I might branch out a little. My son was always trying to get me to play The Last Ones and Valhalla, and I can't remember. There's quite a few that he was always trying to teach me to play, but I like Red Dead the best. And I do have all the Far Cry games. I like the Far Cry Primal. That's my favorite right now, depending on the game. So, I don't think Red Dead. I don't think Red Dead is crossplay. I could be wrong though, because I'm not really familiar with all that stuff. But what I do know is it's on. If Monchichi or you guys are on Xbox, then I'll just have to go buy me an Xbox too. Does not look like it cross-platform. Okay, I didn't think it was because I think somebody else had asked me and they had it on another game and said they couldn't play with me. Um, I will say I was really shocked because I didn't realize that there were little kids. I mean, and there's little kids, but I was on there one day playing, and I'm over in the where Mexico, or where I think it's Mexico, over by the water, and I had been fishing and stuff. And this person just comes walking up to me, and then I hear this voice because I don't have the headset, and I hear this voice, and this kid couldn't have been like 7 or 8, and he started following me. He was like, "Hey, will you be my friend? Hey, will you be my friend?" And I was like, first of all, I can't talk on it because I don't have a headphone. But then I'm like freaking out because I'm like, I want to play with some strange little kid. I just, I just don't want to play with somebody's little kid. That's just creepy to me. So I kept walking off and walking off, and then the little kid goes, "Oh, you don't want to play with me?" He goes over and gets on top of the mountain and jumps off and kills himself. And I was like, "Oh, what the hell?" So I need to figure out if there is any way where you can block like younger people where they're not on there. How do I block off block user? Voldemort. I think I got him. Well, that sucked. Not a clue who that could be. Anyway, I did. Okay, good. When I get my laptop, I'm going to have to learn how to do mods and how to do all that crap. I would really like to learn how where you can like when I get all that where I would like to learn how where you can game and like show your screen where you're gaming. I think that would be fun to like be able to do like a split screen and game with other people. Maybe I'm too old for that, but I still think it would be cool. Who is that? I don't guess I've seen him around, which I've been going into a lot of click it again. Um, I don't see him anymore. Oh, okay. There, I got him. I think I got him anyway. But, well, I gotta just pop on here and say hi to everybody and vent about my chicken. We're never too old to do anything. You know what? Before I got COVID, I believed that because I went 100 miles an hour. Nothing ever fazed me. But man, it has done some serious damage. Now I'm like, feel like a really old person. But I do like the gaming. That's something I do like. And my son's friends, they all still, even though he's not here, they still come by and check and call me and text and everything. So I can always play online with them too. Maybe spring sports. Yeah. Yeah. I always wanted to ski, but I just don't think it's in the cards now. So, especially since I have a bad ankle. When we're young, things don't hurt quite as bad as they do when you get older. But whatever, I had kicked my butt. I'm still exhausted. But you get to kayak and stuff. That would be so cool, honestly. which I will say one thing. We were planning on, my husband retires in 3 years. The plan was to sell this place that we're at right now. And I had a lot of money invested for Colton before he passed away. And so I have all that money. And we were just going to buy a place in Colorado and then have a house here and a house in Colorado. But they have lost their freaking mind. The prices from the last time we looked to now are insane. And I mean, when I say I was up there for 2 weeks and I was all over the place looking for something. I went snowboarding. Go back with that mountain. I've never been snowboarding either. I've never even ridden in a snowmobile. But I'm in Texas, in East Texas, so we don't get snow. So the only way I'm going to see snow is like Colorado or something. And like I said, I won't go when it's snowing up there. I went parts of the yard yesterday and somebody bruised up my toes. Oh, yeah, we got one of those new zero turn, or not new, but the zero turns. And I keep trying to mow my yard with it, but every freaking time I mow the yard, I stick it somewhere. I'm just like, they, I, I don't know about all of them, but the one we got is a big old wussy. I mean, you can't get in no mud, you can't do nothing, or you're just stuck right there. So then I couldn't find a chain to pull myself out. I went and got the buggy, I went and got the four-wheeler. I tried everything. I didn't have a chain, so I tied a damn water hose to it. Freaking water hose broke. I was like, damn it. Just pissing me off. But anyway, I guess I better get off here. I'm going to cook dinner. I think we're going to have salad and crab cakes. I think that'll work. Well, I was, ooh, ouch. You want a tractor? I had I don't know if they call them tractors. It was a little Mahindra. It's not a lawnmower, but it's bigger. And it was cool, but it was too big to um, get all around the yard. So my husband was so proud when he bought me the zero turn, but now I think he's pissed because every time I use it, he has to come home and, well, I think you saw the picture, Susan. He has to come home and rescue it every time I use it. He doesn't even ask anymore. He just walks in the door and he's like, "Where's your lawnmower?" And I'll just tell him where I stuck it at. So there's that. But all right, guys. Thank y'all for stopping by. And like I said, Steve-O, I might need your help on trying to figure out what kind of package to get to game with. But thank all you guys for coming. And Heavy, I miss you, and I haven't seen much about the baby. So, well, it's not a baby anymore. That's a toddler. So, but anyway, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye, guys.